All right.
Is anyone here yet?
Yes, everyone's here, Eddie. We
How
just
many
started the
Wait,
show.
how do we get the viewers?
They will show up, and then when the comments show up, we'll click on them as well.
Who's like
All
your
right.
top viewers? Like,
All at the bottom. You see that list at the bottom there?
yeah, I see a bunch
So,
of zeros.
well,
Matt,
so
zero,
we reset.
zero.
You
Captain
can,
Morgan, I thought that was a brand. Mandy, what kind of name is that? Lizai, never heard of that name before, but cool, good, nice.
so the reason it's all zeros is because it
Meek,
reset.
it's a Meek Mill fan. I don't really like Meek Mill. Never
Nah,
been a
Meeks
good
Meeks
song.
is Meeks is a dog. Make fun of the A list a little bit more, Eddie. You've been on here for 5 seconds. Anyways, we reset the A list on Monday. I'm sure they're gonna love you making fun of them.
Look at that.
But they're
Irish
the best.
Spring. Oh fuck.
Well,
Irish
where's the
spring.
Eddie Partridge merch? I thought you
Green.
had a
Hold
Eddie
up.
Partridge merch.
Hold
Yeah.
up.
All right. Well, you get that. I'll introduce the bum. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the bum. We have Eddie on here, as you guys can tell from the Partridge podcast, the oldest or oldest not by age, just by tenure, the oldest good time
By
employee. I don't know.
oldest by maturity and knowledge, in my opinion.
Yeah, whatever helps you sleep at night, buddy. But Eddie's here. We're gonna have Jenna on in a little bit. Once she gets her shit together, she'll be here. But we're gonna open up as we do every show with bum of the day. Eddie, you can have a bum of the day if you can think of one. My bum of the day today is a golfer by the name of Cameron Young. So I have the Masters started today. Eddie, do you know what
Wait,
the
is
Masters
bum
are?
of the day a good thing? Like, is that
It
a
can
good
be
person?
it can be good, bad, just anything you want to talk about.
All right,
Just my
my
wait,
bum.
don't say it yet. Don't say it.
Fuck.
Hold on
Okay,
to it.
go. Our language. My
Okay.
bad.
Yeah. No, you can say what you want. It doesn't matter. Well, like not everything. But anyways, Masters started today. It is the hunt for the green jacket. I'm locked in because I have 3 futures. I have 3 guys. One of these guys is going to win me a green jacket. A lot of people were very upset. All right, Eddie, you're going to have to translate some of this stuff
All
for
right,
me.
we got Thomas VC in the chat. He's an idiot.
What
He
does that
said
mean?
JZ. JZ, yeah, it's a rapper by the name of JZ. I think we all know him. He made some great songs. I don't know
Oh,
what you
Jay-Z.
JZ. Yeah, he had that really good
Jay-Z.
song with Eminem. You know, The Blueprint, probably a top 5, top 10 rap album ever made. I don't know what else is there to say about him. He's definitely a legend, one of the best rappers. But Nas is better. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
My
Well,
bum, my bum of the day.
I didn't say my bum of the day yet, Eddie.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have 3 golfers who I bet on to win. So if one of them wins, I make a lot of money. Cameron Young, Cameron Smith, and Max Homa. Cameron Young is currently, I'm watching right now, he's in 4th place after day 1, shot 5 under, great day. So he's my bum of the day. I'm going to ride. He's the horse I'm going to ride with for the rest of the week.
This dude's name is Cameron. I doubt he's gonna win anything. Yeah, my bum of the day is Jonah Hill. He's pretty much my bum of the year. He has become my hero. Jonah Hill is a legend. He's the GOAT. I think we all know why Jonah Hill is officially back in the spotlight. Is because Kanye West said he does not hate Jewish people anymore because of Jonah Hill, and I think that's just legendary and great.
Savior.
Jonah Hill's my savior. He's my hero. Congrats, Jonah Hill. You're a legend. You officially gained legend status because of Kanye, just like Taylor Swift. But Taylor Swift's not a legend, though.
But that movie came out a long time ago. So has he always had question, has he always had legend status, or is he just now acquiring it because he's been affirmed by that rapper that I'm not even gonna say out of respect?
What? You're not gonna say his name?
I'm gonna let you say him.
Kanye West, the GOAT, the greatest rapper ever, probably the most influential artist since like the 70s, since David Bowie. Like, come on, let's be real. Like, this generation's closest thing to Einstein. Like, come on, you can say his name. Why? What's his name? Well, actually, his legal name is Ye. So, what's his name?
Oh, it's Ye. Yeah, I'll say Ye. No. How about this? I can say this. I can say I like Kanye. I don't like Ye. Is that allowed?
He redeemed himself.
It's not saying you like 21 Jump Street is not redeeming yourself. I'm
yes,
sorry.
he did. He said I shouldn't have been what's it called? Taking my anger out on one person and then making it into anger on a whole group of people. He apologized. That's, I think, probably the best. It's better than any apology. Let's be honest. Like, some YouTubers, some rappers or whatever, all artists in general, they all give some really trash apologies.
I don't think
He
we need
kept
to
it short. Let me finish. He kept it short. He kept it genuine. It was smart. It was respectful. You know, it was a great apology, and he's redeemed. Like a lot of like people that are Jewish that I know have said they accept his apology. I'm not speaking for all the Jewish people in the Jewish community, but I think it's a step in the right direction, and I think Kanye's next album will be legendary, and it's better than anything. Sorry, you like that one country artist? What's his name?
Zach Bryan.
Yeah, it's Zach Bryan's whole career. I think you could look at 3 unreleased songs. Just pick a random 3 unreleased songs, and it's better than Zach Bryan's whole career. Like I'm by Kanye. Like yeah, facts. Okay, continue.
Okay, so your bum of the day is Jonah Hill.
Yes, Jonah Hill.
I do want to get into this. So you have begun a new TikTok adventure.
Yes.
You somehow started working on your own volition, which is great to see because I've been trying to get you to work for 3 years now. But I'll pull this one up. But while you explain what the TikTok is,
I must say, like TikTok is still the worst app. The worst app ever. I just thought, I have a high knowledge for music, and I thought I might just share that with the world. I think you can see here that's one of the TikToks I posted. The Swifties are a bit upset with me because she released a mid-album, and I gave it a mid-review, and they're like, "Oh no, you can't do that. It's okay to be wrong." Shut up. Come on. And I think out of all the comments, I think like only one of them was like knowledgeable and creative. This person said, "Get out of here with your Comic Sans."
Wait, are you talking about 1 second? 1 second. That one.
Yes.
Look at me. I'm quick with it. With it, Eddie.
That was my favorite comment. That I can respect that one. That had some good comedical value in my opinion. But all the other comments, they're just so basic. Like, it's kind of funny though. I like it. Get your comments in, share your opinion. If you Swifties think that Folklore, which by the way is not even have any resemblance of a folk album, it's more like a pop folk album. It's more poppy than it is folky. Like if you want to, this is a sidebar. If you want to listen to some real folk music, go listen to some Bob Dylan. If you want to listen to a woman's folk music, I get some people identify more with their same gender. Go listen to some Joni Mitchell. Blue is one of the greatest albums ever. Both Sides Now is a great song. Joni Mitchell. These are some real artists, and Bob Dylan, The Times They Are Changing. That's wow, great folk album. So yeah, Taylor Swift mid-album. That's facts. All right.
Okay.
What about you? I know you're a Taylor Swift fan. Do you have any opinions on this?
So first of all, I do, but I want to first address again. It's a live show. We got people in the comments. I want to first of all, I know Eddie, you have some of your minions here in the chat. Tell them to like the video. Make sure they're subscribed.
Yeah, like the video. Go subscribe to Pear Tree Pod. Pear Tree Pod.
And they could make the A-list, by the way, since we reset it on Monday. If they donate anything,
you guys want to make the A-list, go make some A-list. Yeah, so inspirational.
And then Mads, who is here normally, who's just getting the full Eddie experience.
I think she put the W in your name upside down there, Mr. Wyatt. My Yate. Okay, that's cool.
Oh, you're right. That's a good call. I didn't realize that. That is basically my name.
Madison. Okay, nice.
So Eddie, I do.
What the heck is happening? I'm speaking knowledge to Mr. Wyatt here. That's what's happening.
So Eddie, I don't like to give you your flowers. I'm your biggest critic, but also your biggest fan. You know that, right? I do appreciate your ability to handle these comments because you handle them well. Like you roll the
I gotta say, Comic Sans is a nice font. Like I tried like 4 different. I'm dead ass. I tried 4 different fonts out. That's like, come on, it's a beautiful font. Comic Sans is gorgeous.
It's a basic ass font, but I mean, you rolled the punches. And then we got some more. We got some more here. So these are some other comments that you've been getting since you created this.
Hey, you know what's funny too? That post actually has how many likes? Let me check.
It does. I'll show you. Right. Well, this has the funniest ratio I've ever seen on a TikTok before. I need to go full
63 comments and 40.
That's hilarious. To have 10 more comments than you do likes is one of the funniest things.
I gotta say, like, the Swifties, as much as Taylor Swift doesn't have like great music really at all. Like, I mean, she's very talented at making pop hits that get listens and whatever, but it's uninspiring music. I think someone said, if you think you're stop, someone told me I'm mansplaining. I don't even know what that means because I said that their lyrics are uninspiring. Yeah, they're uninspiring. They're boring, but yeah, then she makes pop. It's good for her. But I give credit, Taylor Swift. Yeah, she's got very, very dedicated fans, and I can give credit there. There's some of the. I mean, I gotta say, Kanye's fans are way better because we have the biggest subreddit out of any artist. Yes, sir. But yeah, the Taylor Swift fans have power. They have a lot of power, and they always stick by her. So I can respect that.
Wow,
That's
that's big of you. That's very big of you, Eddie.
See, those comments are from the weekend video. They said maybe first post to have dislikes, likes, no button. That got 22 likes. I mean, not great, So I could do better, but I don't see any dislikes.
What
LK,
kind of?
Don't make a list again. Never rate again. You're crazy, bro. This is so funny because The Weeknd doesn't make good music either. It's just The Weeknd is very similar to Taylor Swift in the fact that he makes catchy songs that are easy listening. I think The Weeknd and Taylor Swift, they both
What do you think about that?
Actually talk shit. Okay, let me bring up the fact that Reputation, her album, is probably the most sad attempt to make some sort of punk album. It just is so disingenuous. I think Reputation is one of the worst albums of the last 5 decades, in my opinion. But yeah, The Weeknd and Taylor Swift, they both make elevator music. Taylor Swift and The Weeknd make songs to be played in justice stores, shopping malls. It's catchy. It's background music. It's not bad. Again, 4.5 of 5 is an average album. I think The Weeknd's album After Hours.
Yeah, so that was my next question. What's your grading scale? So some people see 4.5 out of 10, that's a failing grade if you're in school or something.
Okay, well,
what's your average? Is the most average?
Average is a 5. Okay. 5 average. 6 is it's decent. It's got some redeeming qualities. I'll maybe go listen to it again in 2 years if I have the time. 7 is this is a pretty good album. I'll listen to this. I'll consistently listen to this every once in a while. 8, it's got to be a great album. This is it's a great album. I'll listen to this a lot. And 9 is groundbreaking, great, fantastic, amazing. And then a 10 is just greatest albums ever.
It does a 10 exist on your scale? So that's
what. Well, you look on my page. Abbey Road's a 10. I think
you gave it a 10 out of 10.
I think if you look at if I post 1,000, I think there's going to be about 10 10s. That's
okay. Here's a question from Chris.
Chris 1007. That's my dad's name. Eddie, have you ever been in love?
That was another comment you had. Someone was like, "This dude's obviously never experienced heartbreak," and then you replied, "You would be wrong." So you want to unpack that here, Eddie?
No, I've never been in love. No. Negative.
0. What about the Raptors? You love the Raptors?
That's not love, Wyatt.
What is it?
I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's an indefinable word. You know what I'm saying? But
okay.
No, negative.
Okay. Before we kind of move on from this, I want to ask, do you have any last words for the Swifties? Obviously, you've kind of riled them up a little bit. It seems like you have a little respect for them. Hey,
Swifties, give me another album to rate. I'll get on it. My sister's a Swiftie too. Give me another album to rate. I'll get on it, and I'll give it probably another 4.
Fair enough.
My God. See, that's why their music doesn't connect with you. Wrong. Because look at 808s and Heartbreak by Kanye. Look at come on. I've to some degree I have, but and what is it's I've obviously I've had some sort of connections with people, but it didn't go that deep, but yeah, but no, it's Taylor Swift's music's just always. I mean, oh boy, you've never been in love. She dates these dudes for 3 months and then claims to have been in love with them. That's not love, that's come on, like I can relate to like, being with someone for 3 months. So I don't know what you mean it doesn't relate to me. I understand the lyrics. Like they're really corny. Like look here, let's pull up this Folklore album. What's the first 5 words she speak? This is just completely just ruined the album. Like completely just from like the first listen, the first 5 words she speaks on the album. What's the song called? It's called. Damn, my Wi-Fi's not loading well here.
So it's probably like what, The One?
The One, yes.
I'm a genius because I'm a Swiftie. I'm a born again Swiftie.
Yeah.
I stand by that.
Well, this is why you make the worst list too in your top 10 Tuesdays. It goes, I'm doing good. I'm on some new shit. Been saying yes instead of no. I've been good. I'm on some new shit. Come on. That's just the cringiest lyrics like ever. Elizabeth Iceman. Okay. What's good? Or Iceman. Oh, this is Iceman. I remember Elizabeth Iceman. What's good?
The Iceman. Yep. Eddie is back. Eddie's here to promote his new TikTok where he's putting up rave reviews, as everyone can see. Everyone loves it.
Oh my God. I don't need to see you on For You page.
The 4.5 out of 10 for Folklore. Hang it up, put it in the rafters. Well done, Eddie.
I mean, hey, that video has 63 comments.
Yeah, you get the people. That's the thing, Eddie. You get the people talking. That's it, and that's our job. That's what our job is.
For something with like 1,000 views, 63 comments is a significant amount. People want to comment on my videos, So it's like I feel like my videos are just so superior to other accounts that rate music because I keep it honest. I'm not just gonna give like people see like, oh, this album's decent. I'll never listen to it again, but it didn't hurt my brain to listen to. And they'll go and give it like a 9. And I'm like, come on, anything over a 9 has to be like a top 30, 40 album ever. Like, look at how many 9s I have on my page. 9+. I have Hunky Dory by David Bowie, which is wow, just a great album. Life on Mars, one of my favorite songs ever. Changes by David Bowie, great song. Oh You Pretty Things, fantastic album. Even like To Pimp a Butterfly, which on this website, Rate Your Music, is rated as the best album ever. I gave it an 8.5. I think it's a great album. It's just like it's not elevated to a 9. Look at
Eddie. We don't need to. You don't want to give away your whole.
Yeah, go check it out. But you see the 9s that I have. These are some influential, great, fantastic albums. And I only have 110 out of like I see other pages where every other thing is a 10. It's like, come on. I
look at this. Look. You. This is what you do, Eddie. You've converted him. You've converted Chris.
There you go. It's like Folklore. I think 4.5. I'm like, this album's not bad by any means. Like, I don't think it's a bad album. I think there's some corny lyrics. I think it gets a bit cringy at times. But overall, it's not a bad album. It's just I'm never gonna go back and just be like, one day I'm gonna be like, hey, you know what I should listen today? To front to back Folklore. No, I'm not ever gonna do that ever again. I'm never gonna listen to it front to back again. I'm done. I gave it a chance. I listened to it twice. I listened to each album twice to do the ratings, just so I don't miss anything.
That's dedication.
I read the lyrics out when I'm listening. It just didn't stand out. There's nothing overly interesting about it. It's an average album. It's slightly below average just because of some of the corny lyrics and because the production, it lacked a bit of depth, So I just don't think it's the most interesting album. It's a 4.5. Go listen to it. Like I'm not gonna skip like some of the better songs. I'm not gonna skip them if they show up in like a playlist. I'm gonna listen to it. Like August. I thought August was a good song. I thought some song. Let me pull up the track list. I remember one song was just awful.
Okay, it doesn't matter, Eddie. All right. So this is your least favorite song of the album?
Which?
The one you're about to pull up?
Yeah, I think Cardigan was awful.
Cardigan's great. Cardigan's a great song.
No, it was really cringy. It was a cringy.
Well,
song.
we're gonna get Jenna here.
The last great American Dynasty sucked.
I don't hate that take actually. I wouldn't say sucked, but
yeah, August was decent. I think you pull up the list. They got some decent songs. But also, by the way, Taylor Swift always copies Kanye. Like
stop.
He was working with Bon Iver first. Like, have you ever heard "Lost in the World" or "Gorgeous"? And by the way, it's so funny because she named one of her songs "Gorgeous." That was a Kanye song first. She named one of her songs "Cruel Summer." That was a Kanye album first. So let's be honest, she's obsessed.
Okay. All
It's
right.
just like
All right, Eddie. All right, Eddie. We're done. We're done with the Taylor Swift.
All right,
You've
just
said
one
your
more thing.
piece.
You know how
Okay.
people say like, "Oh, Hailey Bieber is obsessed with Selena Gomez." That's how Taylor Swift actually is about Kanye. That's the straight facts. Just saying, it's a fact.
All right. Well, I did want to give you your flowers for handling the comments well. It is quite funny for me to see.
Flowers, Santa.
I do want to. I want to have some overlap here. Jenna, you good to add you now? I see you down there in the corner. All right, we're gonna add Jenna here. What I want to do here. Oh, look at this! Look at this little 3-box thing we got going on here.
I gotta grab some food.
All right, cool, Eddie. Yeah, Jenna, that's the Eddie experience. That's the famous Eddie Partridge that I have to deal with.
Back. I got some nuts.
Eddie, that's Jenna. Jenna.
Hi, Eddie.
Yo, what's good, Jenna? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So I want Eddie, before we kick you out of here, I want to have you. So you handle criticism on the internet quite well, and Jenna has recently been under fire some. So I want you to just maybe give some advice on how to handle internet, because it's not for everyone. That's why I applaud you, Eddie. Like, it's hard to take some of that where people say like delete your account, all this stuff. How do you handle it? And what advice would you give Jenna for taking the heat?
My advice is, just grow up. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. It's kind of, it's really funny because these people, they secretly in the back of their mind, they know folklore isn't that great, but yeah, it's just a bad album. I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, these people have their opinions. I have my opinions. I'm not going to go and hate on their opinions. If they like a certain album, they can like it. They can be wrong too, but that's okay. I don't care.
All right.
Honestly, if anything, I actually feel more bad for these people because they have to spend their days listening to folklore when they could be listening to like Blood on the Tracks by Bob Dylan or like Abbey Road or like some real music. I feel really bad actually. It's a tough life, having to listen to shitty music when you could have a chance.
All right. Well, Eddie, what do you got going on the rest of the day? And tell people what's the update on the Pear Tree podcast before I let you go. You have 1 minute. I'm restricting you in 60 seconds.
Why? I make the rules here. Come on. I have 2 minutes. The Pear Tree pod, it's exam season here. In Guelph, bro, my place is flooding too. I haven't even got a chance to shower.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean flooding? You did say that in the pre-show.
No, bro, like the laundry room is just sinking all of its water that's like flooding into my room. Like my whole floor is moist. It's nasty.
Oh.
So I'm heading back to Toronto, for the weekend, exam season starts soon. And then when exams are done, I think April 25th. Wait, what month is it right now? Yeah, April 25th. And then the Pear Tree pod, we're doing I swear to God, we could do daily podcasts. I swear. We have 40 guests lined up, hundreds of ideas. We're just taking a quick hiatus to study and to brainstorm. We're coming back strong. The Pear Tree Music TikTok page it's just inspiring. It's probably the best, I think, music rating page in the history of music. I think. So that's going to continue going on. Everyone, go follow, go shoot your request for albums I'll listen to because I'm always down to listen to new music, and tell you why your opinion is incorrect. And yeah.
All right. That was it, Eddie. Eddie, thanks for coming on the bum. We'll get you back on soon. We can start maybe having a weekly appearance by you. I think we don't want to give him too much Eddie because too much Eddie is a little overkill, but a good dose of Eddie is good.
What do the comments say here?
Which ones? You can read all the comments. All right. Go make some more TikToks. Okay, Eddie. Thanks for coming on.
First question.
See ya. No. Done. He would talk forever. He's still down there. He's kicked out. He can sit there and talk by himself.
I think he's still talking.
Oh, he is. He's definitely talking to himself. He's flipping me off in the studio. It is what it is. What's up, JJ?
Oh, not much.
How's your spring break going?
Good. I'm losing track of my days, if you can't tell.
I was gonna say you're not in studio today. We missed you. It's an empty seat over here. It's quite sad, but this is why.
Here.
Yeah, this is why we have this setup now. We can just do this. It's so easy.
Perfect.
We do. I wanted to get. Chris has this question in the chat. It just came up, so and I let you address this from Chris 1007.
Did you plant this?
I
comment?
did it. This is not anything to do with me. I don't know where it's coming from. It's just a random question.
Jenna's a big mountain range that has many peaks.
Where's the biggest peak so far?
We haven't had it yet.
I like that. A little opportunity cost right there.
Yeah.
Meek says, bye, Eddie. Yes, sayonara, Eddie. Eddie's still hanging out. Eddie, you can leave. Quit flipping me off. You can watch this. Hey, Eddie.
Yo.
This is so much fun. I might just keep doing that. Mad says, I like Jenna in studio. Don't we all? We love having Jenna.
I know. I lost track of my days today.
It's what it is. It happens. We'll get you back. You can honestly, door's always open. You come in whenever.
Julie and I were running some errands, and
I was gonna say, yeah. What's the spring break update? It's Thursday now. Are you like, I'm ready to get back to school? Or
I'm not ready to go back to school, but I am ready for some structure.
Gotcha.
In my days again.
I feel like the teacher is like the most structured schedule you could possibly have.
Yeah.
Like it's like this bell, this, do this, go home, sleep, eat.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's so structured to go spring break where you have nothing.
I know.
That's a lot. Do you have a bum of the day for today? Because I already said mine. Mine is Cameron Young, who's a golfer who is hopefully going to win me a lot of money.
Today, didn't they?
Yes, they did. It's been. I was saying this is perfect background music. For me, like, because usually I just listen to music or watch a show or something. But the Masters is perfect because it's good, just like white noise, and I can pay attention every now and then. It's perfect.
Yeah, you don't really need sound.
Exactly. I really like it. But do you have a bum of the day?
We're making my favorite dinner tonight.
Which is?
We're making like salmon bowls.
Salmon?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said okay. What do you mean bowls?
Like we're making like crunchy salmon bites in like rice bowls with like cucumber and carrots and.
Okay. Are you making this?
Well, my mom and I went to the grocery store today and like we got all the stuff.
How often is this a treat for yourself?
It doesn't happen very often.
Okay. So it's a rare occasion.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we got some stuff I want to get into today.
Okay.
First and foremost, I forgot we have some questions that were submitted via Instagram, via Instagram.
Yeah.
First one from Squidney24. Least this is kind of fitting for the whole first half of this episode. Maybe watch this. Wait, he's
moving all the furniture. Oh yeah.
Oh, Eddie.
He's on the phone.
He's literally on the phone.
Does he know he can leave?
Yeah, but that's Eddie. He'll stick around. Squidney24 says least favorite music genre and why. Jen, I'm gonna let you go first here.
Not a big fan of like rock music.
Okay. Why?
It's too aggressive for me. I don't know.
All right. Well, I would go like EDM.
Calm. I don't mind a little EDM if you're like in the club. If you're in Vegas, EDM's fun.
No.
I would never listen to it on my headphones though.
Oh yeah, if anyone like playing EDM in a confined space like a car or like just like your room, that's weird. Don't do that.
I agree with that.
But yeah, it's like that EDM would be up there for me. I don't know. Yeah, it might just be that. Anything that's just like no words and just like heavy,
loud,
loud, like
I don't
harsh
listen to a lot of loud music.
Yeah, I listen to music for the words, not the music. And then the like melody and music and all that extra stuff is like a bonus to like a good set of lyrics, I think. Okay. Basically, I like poetry almost. When I think about it.
Sounds like you should read a book.
Am I a poetry guy? That'd be sick. That'd be a cool little aesthetic I pick up in like my late 20s. What if I just become like a poetry guy?
Like just reading poetry all the time?
Or like what if I wrote poetry? How sick would that be? And then, but I never have to show it to anyone, so it doesn't have to be good. But like that's like a cool, quirky little character trait to have, right? Like, sure. What if you met this guy randomly and was like, "Oh, I write poetry."
I'd be like,
Really? All right, good to know.
That might get added to my ick list.
Fair enough. All right, next one. Quick 180 here. Biz Matty Ice says, worst place to poop your pants. I thought about this one a little bit. I was thinking, like, imagine being a like it's a a career day for like preschool or kindergarten where you're the dad and you go in and like, hey, this is my job, I do this, and then you poop your pants there in front of like first and second graders. That's bad because like you're initially coming in as this professional cool adult and that gets stripped down. Secondly, I said your own funeral for reasons because that means you're still alive and like you're being buried alive. So like that would stink. Literally and figuratively.
Sometimes your answers, you just think too much about them.
But that would be bad. Like very bad.
But it wouldn't be your funeral if you weren't dead. So I'm not really
understanding. But that's the point. That means like if you poop your pants at your own funeral, then people think you're dead and you're not.
Before you have your funeral, you like get embalmed and stuff. Like they would know that you were dead.
I don't know the circumstances. I'm just saying it'd be a bad place to poop your pants. Do you have a better answer? What do you think?
I was going to say on your wedding day.
Ooh. Specifically during the wedding? Because I think you can get by if it's like the morning of.
Yes, like during the wedding. Yeah.
Well, what would be the worst time?
Walking down the aisle.
Okay, Eddie's calling me. I'm just gonna add him and then see what he has to say for 5. Eddie, what?
Wyatt, bro. Country is the worst genre.
Get out of here. Okay. I thought he had something insightful to say. He didn't. Gosh. I get like an hour worth of content from Eddie a month. And it's just, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why Eddie is the way he is. And he's just sitting there and he's going to be there for the entire hour, just listening to this whole show as a spectator. That's fan behavior, Eddie. That's fan behavior.
Study.
Yeah. You're right. It's exam season.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you could do a private chat on here. He just chatted me.
Been chatting.
I didn't even see that. All right. So worst place to poop your pants, I would say my own funeral and career day for your kid. Cause that's just terrible. That's really bad. I saw something I wanted to ask you about, Jenna. It was a TikTok. I want to get a girl's perspective on this. They said it was one of those TikToks with like, want to know if a girl likes you? Just notice this. And try this. So basically they said
this is popping up on your For You page.
All right. TikTok's a mess right now. Whatever. Sure. But it said that the guy should mention like, oh, like I love this nail color on girls or something like that. Like, oh, like I love whatever color, blue, red, whatever. Just name a color that they're not wearing. And then if you hang out with them the next time and they're wearing it, then they like you. True or false?
False.
You don't think so? You would if some guy was like, oh, I love like.
I would not even think twice about it. You were
bullshit.
Like, my favorite color is orange. I'm not gonna go get my nails.
If they say they're like they really like blue nails on a girl, something like that. What if they said that?
Icked out that they said that.
Okay, but what if you weren't?
Like, why are you bringing that up right now?
What if it was just in the middle of conversation? You're playing a card game. And the question is, boy over there, what's a strange thing a girl can do that's attractive? They're like, oh, like blue nails, something like that. What if that was said? And you had a really big crush on that guy.
Very specific scenario.
I'm creating a hypothetical.
I know.
It's just a hypothetical.
And like maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that would like come to me in the nail salon and be like, oh my gosh, Billy told me that he likes this color nail. I'm gonna get that color nail. No, I'm an independent woman. I'll choose what color I want my nails to be.
I'm calling bullshit. There's no way. I feel like, I mean, it would have to be there just subconsciously. That would be my guess.
I beg to differ.
Is what it is. All right. What else we got on the agenda for today? Oh, I was thinking about this today, and I don't know why, but basically, I was trying to figure out what the biggest city to state disconnect is. Let me explain that. So, like, you think like Indianapolis, like that's obviously connected to Indiana. No one's gonna like think that's weird.
Okay.
But number one on my list is St. Louis, because I think of St. Louis, I think of one thing. I think of Missouri, I think of a completely different thing. I feel like there's no correlation between the two.
I would agree with that.
So, and then the other ones on my list, I had Las Vegas. Because if you think of
Nevada.
you think of Las Vegas, it's one complete. But I feel like in its defense, Las Vegas would stand out anywhere.
Agreed.
Like it's an abnormal city,
Hmm.
something like that. And then the other one, the obvious one, is Kansas City, because it's in Missouri, which is the dumbest thing of all time.
I would have just said that it was in Kansas, so I'm glad you said that before I got a chance to.
Damn it. Let's run that back. Let's run that back.
Okay.
The other obvious one is Kansas City, which is in what state, Jenna?
Missouri.
Ah, damn it. Can't get anything past you. But I don't know, I just think it's weird. That was just a thought I had. See, this is the problem where I just come up with thoughts throughout the day and I jot them down.
But
What
you
is
don't have
any-
any actual conversation to follow it up with. It's
No,
just
I was just like, oh, I thought about this today.
word vomiting.
Yeah. So, do you have any thoughts today, Jenna? What's going on with you? You went shopping. You're making
I
dinner.
didn't go shopping.
You
My
went
mom and I
grocery
went and got
shopping.
lunch. Oh, you know what I was thinking about?
What?
Every place should have a lunch special.
Like every
Like,
restaurant?
every little restaurant. We went to like this Thai place. My mom loves Thai food. So we went to get pad Thai for lunch and they had a lunch special. So it was $10.99 for a soup, a salad, a spring roll, and your meal.
Ooh.
And they had so many people in there. I was like, I bet people around here who work around here come here all the time. Like, that is such a great way to get business.
I feel like a lunch special is a very like older crowd thing. Like if I said like, oh, I'm going to get the lunch special.
Well, you don't have to say you're going to get the lunch special.
Okay, but if I did, you would assume like if you just heard like they black the voice out or black my face out and they have like a muffled voice and I'm going to get the lunch special. What age are you assuming that person is? 63.
Not 63.
61. But like a fit
I don't think
61.
age matters.
Like if I'm getting a lunch special, I'm getting a 4 for 4 from Wendy's because I'm 23 and it's cheap. Like that's a lunch special for me. It's a 4 for 4. Or the $5 cravings deal at Taco Bell. Like that's a good lunch special, even though you can have it any time of the day. It's very good.
But I'm talking like sit down,
Okay. What did
not like go through the drive-through.
Okay, so I don't know if you're seeing this. Eddie just added a. Okay, I need to. Eddie, let me talk. If you're gonna be on the
what do
show,
you
let me
mean,
talk.
let
If
me
you're gonna be
talk?
on the show, let me talk.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
What is that PowerPoint?
I don't know. I think it's a project I did in like grade 11.
So it's appropriate to show on screen.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna add it. I really hope so. I'll kill you, Eddie.
How science can
All
shape identity. Oh, I don't
right,
know
wait.
one.
Wait,
Next
Eddie,
slide.
do you want to give us this PowerPoint? Give us this
I
presentation.
don't know. Spider-Man Homecoming. Harrison. Bro, I do remember this, bro. My English teacher made me read the worst books, bro. I didn't. Okay, well, I passed already. I did not read those books at all. I made this. I think this presentation I made it up on the top of my head. Science and how much let control can strong impact identity. Wow, look at the sign. Look, bro, it's the bar of soap. Yeah,
What?
I watched the movie instead. Bro, I definitely got 100 on this project. I remember.
What? So this is your thesis? Wait, thesis connects to Fight Club. Wait, what was your thesis? Go back.
What do you mean?
What's your? This is your thesis. Wait, let me read this. This is your
Is that
thesis,
a
correct?
thesis?
Science and how much you let it control you can have a
Oh.
strong impact on
Oh,
your
this
identity.
is so smart.
Okay.
Wow. I think
Alright, so-
I do remember this now. I got 100 on this project. Swear to
You're
God.
talking. So, Eddie, I hope you know you have a what? Sorry, what's grade again? Third.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a third grade teacher here. She's gonna grade you. She's gonna grade this
Topics. So
presentation.
the science is like, you know, what I mean, like the suit, the fresh and clean suit that Spider-Man's got, you know, boom, boom. And then the soap in Fight Club, you know, it controls their minds and all that. Identity, you could see like this two guys struggling identity because there's two of them. And then like, yeah, like Spider-Man's struggling to live up to his hero, Mr. Iron Man, fresh. With enough soap, blow up whole world. Yeah, so like that was crazy. This is a short story. It's where the dude gets like scientifically crippled. It's a cool story, but yeah. So that's a good quote there.
Yeah, I want to hear the Spider-Man argument here.
If you're nothing without the suit, then I remember, bro. I remember when I was in grade 11, I gave the greatest elite presentation about Spider-Man. So basically, the dude Iron Man says, if you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it. So like the science of the suit connects to his identity because he feels that he is nothing without the suit, and the suit makes him more of a superhero, and that he isn't able to live up to, you know, that superhero name without the scientific suit that Mr. Tony Stark, Mr. Iron Man gives him with all like the extra shit. So this all relates because his identity is so linked to like you know, this technology that it really just
Okay, wait, question from the audience. Is it
yeah.
Is his identity connected to the actual technology, or is it to Iron Man, like the person?
I think it would be the technology because he feels that the technology is what's making him a hero, not him who's inside the suit, you know?
Gotcha.
So inspirational. Okay, bro. I had to write an essay about this. Oh, God, it was the worst. There's no such thing as Marxism in Fight Club. I made it up on the spot. Then you're trapped, own nest things.
I'll read, Eddie. Then you're trapped in your own lovely nest, and the things you used to own, now they own you. Okay, I see it. Wait, I get it.
See the connection now.
Yeah, I see it. So all the tech, the
got 100.
science, we own this iPhone, but at some point, this thing's gonna own me. It has all my data. It becomes stronger than me, right?
This is why. Okay, next slide. How an audience could perceive Marxism in Fight Club. I don't know what this monkey is doing, but I think it relates somehow. Maybe I just added it to the project because sometimes when I was in school, I just added some cool images to projects that I thought were nice and cool. So yeah, you can see like the Fight Club and the Karl Marx dude going on fire. Good imagery. It's Marxism and Spider-Man Homecoming. Because the villain dude, he was trying to provide the weapons to people. That has to relate for some reason. Those people, Pete, those people up there, the rich and powerful, they do whatever they want. Guys like us, you and me, they don't care about us.
That's so inspirational.
Thank you, Mr. Wyatt. How the audience could perceive Marxism and Spider-Man. See, when I present, so I don't remember my script, but I like to just put images instead of put like words because I like to, you know, talk about what's going on in the images and how it relates to the presentation. And I don't like to just put.
I'm muting him for 2 seconds because I think the idea of Eddie just wanting to put images and only talking during his presentation is one of the more on-brand things I've ever heard in my life. But please continue, Eddie.
It also has to do with the fact that I'm too lazy to go write out a whole, you know.
that's also true.
But I got a really good mark, bro. Like this, yeah. I tried.
Mark really as in grade. We're in America.
Whatever. So we're excited.
Is that MLA? Yeah, that's what kind of?
I don't know. I used a citation machine, to be honest. I've never done a citation myself in my life. Still to this day, I don't think. Citation machines are very helpful. Yeah, so it's the Kurt Vonnegut dude. He made like this short story, I think, called Harrison Bergeron. It's about like a dude that gets like basically it's like it's in a society where everyone's like equal, they force everyone to be equal. So if you're stronger, like someone like me is stronger than the average person, they'd have to like wear backpacks with weighted backpacks because they want everyone to be equal or whatever. So that relates to Marxism and communism because of equalness, right?
Of course,
and you can see I use Fight Club. The book, I cited the book, smart, but I actually just watched the movie. Let's be honest.
Oh, Eddie. I see a mistake.
Bro, it's not my mistake. It's the citation machine's mistake.
Where do you find this? Do you see the same mistake I do?
Not even the
One
slightest.
small letter is not capitalized that should be capitalized.
Wrong.
Who
Where?
sees it?
Director?
Director? That
Director.
doesn't need to be capitalized.
Yes,
boy.
it should be. It's a title.
Son, relax. No, it's not a title.
It's
A
their
title is
position.
title.
It's like author.
Hey, can we get the teacher's view on this, please?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you, but it does look like it should be probably.
Darn.
So
Well,
what's the final grade on this, Jenna? How did he do?
100, bro.
You know, I think the presentation, I think when you probably
It's
presented
gorgeous.
it to your class and you were a little more prepared, I'm sure it was great. Presentation skills this time were a little lacking.
What could he improve on?
Just explaining more. I think you kind of forgot your argument on some of the slides.
Oh, but you can see how it relates, though, right? Yeah.
Eddie, quit sharing stuff. What did you just share this time?
I
Okay,
mean,
before we get to that, Eddie, I don't figure out what that is. I actually have this video I totally forgot about. I want to play it for you guys because this is kind of blowing up on Twitter right now, and I don't understand it. Hopefully, this isn't too loud. There we go.
How does the mirror know that that's there?
That's creepy.
Okay.
it's 'cause-
So I would when I first saw this, I was like,
Hey.
this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then I watched it again, and the more I watch it, I don't understand it.
This wild thing. Look at this.
Oh my god.
How does the mirror know that that's there?
Oh my God, it's
That's
so obvious.
creepy.
It's past the paper. This is fake.
What? You think it's the
Got another
doctored
person
video?
Holding, okay, it's edited, bro. Like this is like a Zach.
Hey,
Taylor
wait,
video.
your take
There's
is
no
that
way
it's
that's
fake?
edited. There's
not
got to be some
fake.
science behind it.
No, there's no science. The mirror does not know it exists. That's fake. That's bro. I'll tell you what happened. The mirror.
Eddie, it's not a
didn't-
doctored video.
You can see, bro, because the fucking mint can was in the middle of the paper, but when she turns it around the mirror, it's way on the side of the
Okay,
paper.
wait. I want to see what you're
Here's
talking
fake.
about. So what do you
They
say?
got another person holding a mint up, or it's a magnetic mint can or something. Like, come
So
on. Like,
your
when they move
argument.
the paper, that's when they put the magnet or
Test
whatever it
it
is
out.
there.
So
look,
your argument is that
it's
so
in the middle
right
of the
here
paper.
what?
Yeah,
Okay,
in the
middle of the paper. Okay, and
And
then
then look when they turn around. It's way at the end. Are we
It's
seeing this?
still-
before?
Eddie, that's not a doctored video.
It's
It is
fake
still in the
news.
middle of the paper.
It's really not though. You could look because look why does one the what's it called, the real mint look bigger than the other one? Explain that. But the paper was
What?
the exact same size.
So
Yeah,
here's my take on this video is I know Eddie's wrong here. It's not an edited video, but I can't explain why he's wrong, which is frustrating because I don't understand it.
God, I'm not
My
wrong,
only
Wyatt.
the only thing I can come up with is that it's because it's coming from the phone. Like this video is coming from the phone, so the phone sees it and it would reflect there. That makes sense in my head somehow. I don't understand exactly why that works.
Oh,
Yo, put my
turned
feminist
around.
slides up there.
What'd you say, Eddie?
Put my other slides up there.
You don't have an answer for that one, Eddie, besides you think it's just
It's
fake?
not okay. It's not fake. I'll show you. I could do the same thing right here. Okay.
Okay,
Go to a mirror.
you're mobile. Show me a mirror.
We got some Tim Hortons, by the way. Come on now.
Okay.
No Americans don't know about them Tim Hortons. All right.
Yo, Timmy's, eh?
Fire album here, Revolver. Okay, here's a mirror. Look, I can do the same thing. You get the. Dude, why does it know it's there? Look,
No.
it knows.
Yeah, you didn't edit that. What do you mean?
Wait,
It's
hold
not
the fuck
edited.
up. How does it know? Wait, I'm so lost here, yo. What the hell? Okay. Hold on.
Eddie,
Wait, how does it know?
blew his mind.
Oh, okay, whoa. Okay. Yeah, okay. So mirrors are officially like a different dimension. I think. Fuck. Shit.
Your
Well-
whole argument just went out the window.
Damn, bro. So hold up then. So I'm wrong here. I'm not
Yeah.
usually wrong. This
This
like a
is
new
the first
sensation.
time. This is the first time since you've been hired, Eddie, that you've admitted you're wrong.
This is, I know it's such a new thing because I'm never usually wrong. What?
That's
the
crazy.
hell? What? Wait, how did it know? I think it's a different dimension. I think it's got to be. There's no other explanation.
Did you find anything, Jenna? She's looking it up.
I'm
that
so
moment where you realized you were wrong was so funny.
It's a different dimension, okay? Officially, like, have you seen Stranger
Has
Things?
something
It's like,
to do with like the way the light reflects on the mirror.
Is it anything to do with the phone?
No.
Interesting.
this is
I
ridiculous.
I really don't. It hurts my brain to think about. I don't know. Anyways, all right, Jenna, let us know if you find anything. Eddie, what is this thing that you pulled up here?
I believe it's a presentation I did on feminism.
Oh no. I'm worried about this actually.
All right.
But Eddie, I'm putting my trust in you.
These are traditionally
is-
feminist traits and traditionally
Okay,
masculine.
well, Eddie,
traits.
first of all, let me remove this real quick. First of all, let me time check. All right, it is 5:51. You have can you do this presentation in 5 minutes?
Yeah, I can do it in 3 minutes.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear your argument here or whatever this is.
So I believe these are just, some traditionally masculine and feminine traits. I think this is just a little presentation I did. This has to relate to Fight Club again. You could see, the masculine traits and the feminine traits of each of the characters. Oh shit! Wait, this is a really short one. Let me pick a better presentation. I have better ones.
All right, well, you find a better presentation. I have a question for Jenna real quick. So Jenna, obviously this is the first time you were on the show since our last little exchange.
Or debacle.
Yeah, we've had some time to reflect on it. Is there any changes you would like to make to your stance?
Nope.
No, you stand by that you were 100% right?
Yeah, I do think I agree with you that Rosemary and I were talking about this. Men and women communicate very differently. It appears that men need yes or no answers. Women do not. Women can decipher. So,
Yeah.
from now on, I will just dumb it down for you guys and give you a yes or a no.
All right. I appreciate that.
Did the new one come in?
No, Eddie.
All right, let me just, bro. Come on, shit's
I
hold up. It should be adding. Let me delete
Okay.
these other ones. Remove studio.
Eddie's just figuring out ways to use this system better than I can, which I kind of appreciate.
Yeah, you're welcome. Eddie House, select a guest.
It has to
Can you
be
call me a guest user. Let me share this with you actually, and then you
With
can
me?
upload it.
It has to be a Google Slides, I believe.
It is a Google Slides. It's
Okay,
just said
so
I'm a guest. Okay.
and Eddie's gone. Wow, see how quiet it gets? It's just
You just remove him.
no, I didn't.
Oh,
He accidentally removed himself.
Oh.
So,
then he'll be back.
he self-sabotage. Oh wait, there he is.
Okay.
Oh hey man.
It's just kicking me out. It's calling me like a guest or something. Here, what's your Google email?
I'm not putting that out there right now, Eddie.
Just type in the private chat.
That's a good call. I can't
What's your
type from
social
here.
security number, Wyatt?
Yeah. I'll text it to you, Eddie.
Your email. All right, and then you could share it from yours.
All right. This is the last thing we're doing today because this is
Bro, it's probably the best. I honestly think this is the best presentation I've ever given in school ever. Just saying. So yeah.
all right. We'll see. All right. I just texted you my email. You almost baited me into just saying that out here.
I don't
did
know
not
what's
wanna
wrong.
do
You
that.
can send your email. People are just gonna email you shit. It's not a big deal.
That's a good point.
Share. Just don't edit anything because I prefer to have
I
this.
wasn't planning on it.
All right, yo. So I sent it. So
All right. Let me pull it up real quick.
share and then open it, and then if you can somehow figure out this present thing.
All right. Give me a second. It takes a bit. Let's go ahead and do our bright sides while I work on. Oh, there it is. While I work on pulling this up. Eddie, what's your bright side for the day? What's something you're looking forward to? What's keeping you motivated?
I believe my bright side would be, honestly, I think Jonah Hill again. It's really bright.
Because he
ended anti-Semitism for Kanye, and I
Good
think
for
that's a great. I think he should win the Nobel Peace Prize in my opinion. But that's just
All right. Thank Jenna. How about you? What's your bright side?
Tomorrow's Friday.
It
I
is.
thought it was today.
Nope. Today's
Okay,
Thursday. Eddie.
well, shit. Okay, this thing.
No,
I shared it-
it's give me a second, Eddie. I gotta do my bright side. It's not the Eddie show. This is the bum. My bright side is I'll double down on my bum of the day. Cam Young is currently 4th now in the Masters, so I have someone to root for the next couple days. The other guys are a little farther behind, but so far Cam Young is leading the charge, and I'm very excited about that. And people were clowning on me for not making a Final Four with Texas. Well, guess what? Who's gonna laugh when I get a green jacket? Nobody. I'm gonna be the one laughing.
A
It's gonna be
green
awesome.
jacket, bro. Green jackets are really ugly, man. You should get like.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, sir. Okay, this is probably like a neat presentation. So this is a architecture project I did for an architecture class. This is in grade 12.
I like how it's Eddie House, not Eddie's.
Yeah. What?
So basically, this architecture project is to build like a dream house. You know what I'm saying? And then we have to
No,
like design it.
Understood,
Yeah.
but you don't have the apostrophe S.
So you could see the official photo from the Eddie Partridge face shirts. I just felt the need to add it. This generated 2 sales. This presentation.
Eddie!
Right?
Eddie, you never address. Why is there not an apostrophe? Why is it not Eddie's house?
Because it's Eddie House. It's like Eddie House. You know, it's not Eddie's house. It's not. I live there. It's just the
then there
name
should
of it.
be like a
It's like how
hyphen or
you call
something.
like what would you call like the Eiffel Tower? It's not Eiffel's Tower. It's Eiffel Tower.
Oh, it's not
It's just like a
Taco's
name.
Bell. It's Taco Bell.
There
I
you
get you. I get
go.
it. It's not
See?
Burger. It's not Burger's
Ooh.
King. It's Burger King. I get you, Eddie. No,
Yeah, see,
I'm
you
picking up
feel
what
where
you're
I'm
putting
coming
down.
from. It
I
doesn't.
got you.
It's not. Okay, it would be called Eddie's house because I'm living there. But the name of the house, the title is Eddie House. You know that makes 100% sense. Okay, next slide.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I have to click. My bad.
That kid. That's my friend. Define.
Wait. Pause. That's your friend?
Yeah,
What's you don't have to say his name. That's a goofy looking dude.
he's my co-host of the Pear Tree Pod. Actually,
That's Marco?
yeah, he was.
No,
really
it's not.
fat. Yeah,
That is not Marco.
he was really fat when he was younger. He was a fat kid.
Good for Marco. Look at him. Look, talk about a glow up. Shout out Marco. Shout out the Pear Tree Podcast.
Shout out Pear Tree Pod. So the weaknesses here, you can see, you know, I feel like the picture of me is, yeah, it can't be transparent. The white background, it adds to the greatness. Okay, so strength. You could see the face of Edward Jessamine Partridge. Cool guy, awesome looking. And then the weaknesses, you can see some fat kid. Windows. Houses with way too many big ass windows. They suck. You see that modern looking house with the big windows. You can see all the way through one side through the other. Weakness. Next slide, please. That's an ugly house if it has too many windows. So collect information. I found some inspirational things. You can see the castle here. Can you see my mouse?
Wait,
You a
pause. Yeah.
big Pinterest guy?
Yeah. A
No,
lot
they
of
made us
people
look through
back here.
Pinterest for the project. I'm not a Pinterest guy. To be
Okay.
honest.
Another question.
We had
You
to
Alright, let
create a Pinterest board for the project too.
Okay, Eddie. So this line you say, I found these inspirations and a few more from Pinterest. So you found the few more from Pinterest. Where did you find the other inspirations?
Google.
Okay.
So this is, you could see like these big columns, right?
Yeah.
Columns are really cool. They're awesome. That's more of an outdoorsy type of thing. So I was thinking that more for the backyard. You can see like the Japanese architecture inspiration here. They got those cool roofs that go in the more colorful looking house. What's it called? Architecture. Awesome. You can see like these big castles, lookout towers. I think those are important for my snipers, just in case.
Sorry. Who's this guy? Who's the guy up in the tower?
That's Dut Reacts. He's a YouTuber. Flight Reacts, best YouTuber on the planet, other than the Pear Tree Pod and Mr. Wyatt.
Good
next
answer.
slide.
Good answer. That's a good coworker right there.
Brainstorm and analyze. I was thinking like, if I'm way on the 7th floor, 6th floor, I'm gonna need like a slide to get down. So I was thinking like a quick water slide. But then we'll get to it. I need an indoor tennis court. I need a moat because I don't want just anybody going into my house. I need a moat, like a little gate. That's important. And there's a lot of other ideas that I had. I have a creative mind. All right, next slide, please.
Man, my favorite part about this slide is the fact you brainstorm and analyze combined on one slide. So you brainstormed first and then you analyzed.
I like
then-
the many
Slide.
others at the
Yeah,
bottom.
the many others.
I
That
had
was
a
another-
lot of ideas. Believe me, this thing, like, I'm very creative sometimes when I'm dedicated. Like, when I'm not very much, but this, like, the creative juices were flowing when I made it.
Wait, I have a follow-up question about the inside moat. So you have an inside and outside moat. Are people gonna like are they gonna
Okay, this
get
is-
by? Question: Are they gonna get by the outside moat? Be like, okay, I made it in, and then boom, inside moat, and then fall
Yes,
in. Like,
so that was really creative of me because I feel like it's just so cool to just have a moat inside your house. So like if you want to go to the kitchen, you got to get through the moat. Like there's like the areas for like if I'm having a friend over, they can go in the like they can't go inside the inside moat, you know, because that's just
Mhm.
like Edward space. This is where the magic genius happens. Like I just can't just let anyone. That's my sanctuary, you know.
yeah.
It's
What
like
do
my
you
It's like my bat cave. So
What
I
do
have
you-
an inside moat.
What do you do if a guy gets trapped in the inside moat? How do you? What's the protocol there?
Well, unfortunately, the moats don't have alligators, so you can just swim around. But the walls are kind of high, so it's difficult. So I'll just throw them a rope. You
Oh,
know,
you're
and
gonna help. You're gonna help
little
him.
sitting areas. You know, there's like stools just so you don't drown. But yeah, it's a fun time,
All right,
and
next
it's not
slide.
too deep either. So I
Wait. Look at the difference between this.
well, it's a great slide. So
Why'd you use a different picture of the guy?
because in this one he's like excited to be going down the slide, and this one he's kind of pissed off. You can see he's making more of an angry face because you know he's just not happy to be on a water slide like that, or he's just unhappy that the water slides is like not going to be there anymore. He's just like, damn, the water slide's gone.
We might have lost Jenna. I'm gonna.
Oh, rest in peace. All right, so develop solutions. I decided against the water slide. Unfortunately, as sad as it is, I know everyone wants the water slide, but it had to go. It just didn't fit with the design. Water's expensive, man. So I decided also to have 3 floors instead of 6. I thought that 6 floors would be cool because they would all have a different use, but then I decided 3 floors are more compact. I wouldn't
Okay.
have to use up as much space. The architecture would be nicer. There would be too much empty space in 6 floors with all my ideas. So I decided against the indoor tennis court, and I decided more to put it like mixed in with the basketball court, like one of them like mixed courts.
Oh, whoa! But
outdoors.
I'm looking ahead. You got rid of the outside moat.
Yes,
You
unfortunately.
went. Why'd you? I feel like a moat's only good if it's outside.
I think just a gate would do. The moat outside is a bit OD, but the inside moat is really smart and cool. It's unique, you know. I like to have some uniqueness to make it my home and not just anybody else's. A lot of people have moats, but nobody has inside moats. So
Gotcha.
towers on roof stay. I think the watch out towers are very important. You know, if I want to go look up and get a good view, a nice view, that's cool. So they're really high, and there's just many other designs that is.
How many slides? How many slides is this?
I don't know. Next slide, please.
Can we wrap this up soon?
So gather feedback. I just decided that the proportions just didn't. Hey, whoa.
All right, here's what we're gonna do, Eddie. We're gonna resume. So after you gather the feedback and improve, before we get to the designing process, we're gonna end the show. So you have 2 more slides, and we'll pick it up next week.
All right. So
right.
proportions were just a bit off. You know, I think in the whole design, I think maybe we had too much empty space. So I think we need to edit and improve that. So we did because we think. And yeah, there was just too much stuff, you know, for one house. And I think that needed to be fixed because I could just go if I want to go do something, I can go to like some other place. So next slide, please.
I gotcha. Jenna just asked if you were still talking. I said, yeah, he ditched the outside moat. It's tragic.
Yeah, unfortunately. So I think to improve it, you know, I don't have as many big windows. So I also, you'll see later, but I put a big hole window in the roof. The sunlight, it's like a whole beam. It goes from the top floor. So each floor has like a little lookout. You can look. So it's like a beam that goes through, beam of light. There's more smaller windows around, but there's no big like windows. I decided to make it a bit more proportional and more simple.
What does making a house more understandable mean?
Well, it was so complicated because there's 6 floors. You gotta I gotta go this floor, this floor, this floor. So it's just more understandable.
So
Like I
it's
can,
simpler.
yeah, it's more simple and more understandable. I think it's important. All
Okay.
right, next slide, please.
All right, this give you your last. Oh wait, no, we're done. We're done here. We're gonna get to the rough drafts next week.
Look at how nice they are, though. Oh, shit.
And we'll get that next week as a part 2 for the people.
I'm not
at
gonna
home.
lie though. I didn't do the rough drafts. I forgot I had to do them the day of the project, and I did like the actual drafts, and I just decided to like quickly rush the rough drafts after. I got 110 on this project. So inspirational.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
guys.
thanks for coming on, Eddie.
You're welcome for coming
everyone,
on, guys.
stay tuned for the updated house. More
Go buy your Eddie
presentations from
Partridge
Eddie to
face shirts. Go subscribe to my TikTok, Tiki Talkie.
subscribe to this channel.
Pear Tree
Hit the
Music.
bell.
Pear Tree
Hit the
Music
bell.
should be in the bio. Subscribe to the Wyatt channel, the Good Time Media
Hit the
Fire
bells.
channel. Taylor Swift is mid. We out.
All right. See you guys.